Hi, guys, it's your girl Bob the Healer, and I'm back with the 2025 check in with each zodiac sign. We're going to go through each sign and help you prepare for the year ahead. All right, let's start off with Aries. Yes, and if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter and subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, what are you waiting for, baby? Okay. All right, Aries. The general theme for you is compassion. Yes, honey, is love, which I know you're so good at. Yes, we have this compassion that is going to be pulling on you, tugging on you this year. This need to really put your heart in the driver's seat. Yes, and let's get into some of this shadow work, because here with Bob the Healer, we're going to get into some of the truth, okay? Because I'm not a simple individual that wants to just glorify life. Life is a beautiful thing and it is meant to be enjoyed with abundance, but we gotta walk through our truth, Aries. And your truth is you're struggling with your stability. Yeah. And this year is going to put that to the test. This year is going to really get you to see that stability is internal. That's something Bob the Healer has been saying time and time again. And it's something that I've learned personally. All right. That you have to truly look to your inner soul when life is getting you down, honey. When life is starting to make you feel like your surroundings are tumultuous or unstable, you got to look within. Yes, honey, we have to look within ourselves to understand the value that we bring to even the worst of circumstances. All right. And so this year, God is challenging you to lean on Him for stability. You know, this whole world gives us this facade. You see that our job, you know, our home, our bank account, our finances, even our family members are what gives us true stability, when really it is our spiritual kinship with God that is our true root. Aries, you also need to protect the things that you're investing your time into. Your resources, protect your resources, protect your home, protect your peace, protect your environment. All those things are a part of the word security. Honey, what does security mean to you, Aries? What does stability mean to you? What does spiritual stability mean to you? These are things. What does mental mm, stability look to you? Okay. And as we move through this energy, we start to find a sense of compassion. Oh, we start to find a sense of compassion for ourselves, Aries, because that's the thing, Aries. You're so hard on everybody else because you're hard on yourself. You lack the compassion and the love and the gentleness for yourself. And I don't blame you because your parents didn't teach you that. Life hasn't really taught you that. Life has come and kind of knocked you down at many moments, unfortunately. And that's what's made you forward tough, honey. That's what's made you so aggressive and assertive when it comes to going after your dreams. But, honey, Spirit is telling you right now, okay, the Holy Spirit is telling you right now that you have to lean into some compassion. You got to lean into your heart chakra. Baby, there's wisdom and compassion. We start to see different sides of ourselves that we've never seen when we are opening ourselves up to a loving environment, a loving version of ourselves. Look at your ancestors. There's been many times where your ancestors showed you, I know your parents may not shown you love and compassion, but your ancestors have shown you love and compassion. And so that is a theme for you, Aries. And if you would like to book a personal reading, email me at iambobthehealer@gmail.com. But the themes that we're going through and I really want you to work on is compassion for thyself. Okay. Hi, Taurus. We're moving on to your sign. Now, Taurus, your themes, it's kind of funny. There's a lot of funny moments that you're going to have, ironic moments that you're going to experience this year that'll make you think like, dang, Bob the Healer said that, one. And two, like, I kind of seen this coming, you know? Or there's moments in your life where you'll notice this balance between play and putting yourself out there, okay? Going towards the risk. And see, that's the thing, Taurus. You're so used. Your parents taught you to play it safe. Yes. Your parents taught you that life should have restrictions, that you shouldn't be able to explore. And that's the paradox of this year for you, Taurus, is that you're going to be faced with many opportunities to break the generational curses that have been put on you and passed to you to break. Yes, Bob the Healer is here to tell you. I'm reporting live, okay? This is your report for 2025. You're going to be breaking generational curses this year. But it requires you to break out of your box, to break out of your shell, to come out of your comfort zone. Some of you guys have Cancer placements too. Okay. Now, here's the thing, breaking out of your shell could look like a lot of things behind you just blowing up, honey. Literally, y'all be safe now. But also a lot of things just like exploding in your life, just totally demolishing, because God wants to push you and propel you to where you're supposed to be going. All right. And so you know that these things are coming. That's the paradox. You know that these things, these opportunities to propel you into where you want to go and where you should be, but you're hesitating. You're hesitating, honey. It's like you know you should be moving and you should be taking those risks and exploring and setting sail for your adventure, but it's like something's blocking you. Taurus, is somebody blocking you? Is somebody keeping you from your purpose? Or is it you? Or is it you? Yeah, yeah. It's you. Yeah, baby. It's you that's standing in the threshold between the blessing that God is trying to hand you and the life that you want to hold on to. Baby, you got to let it go. And 2025 is the year of release for you, Taurus. It's the year of release. Okay, you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Aquarius is going through this theme too. Okay, you could be cross watching for an Aquarius. Honey, this message is personally for you, and you need to pay attention to Bob the Healer, because you're gonna like I said, you're gonna come back to this video and be like, oh my goodness, she was right. Email me at iambobthehealer@gmail.com. That is EYEAMBOB the healer@gmail.com. Okay. All right. So I want you to understand, Taurus, that there's going to be this balance between going after what it is you really desire. And this is in all aspects. This is a love reading. This is career reading. This is spiritual development, all in one, honey. I just gave you a good little tea, honey. Um, that's the balance that I want you to be in, is like ready for an opportunity, but also ready to say goodbye to your past life. Okay, because these opportunities are going to require you to release some things that you are holding on to. And really, you're holding on to your ego. Well, how will this look if I just abandon things? Baby, it looks like you're on to a new adventure. It looks like you're a soul survivor. That's what it looks like. Looks like you're transforming your life. Release and transform, Taurus. All right. All right. And we're moving on to Gemini. Gemini. Spicy little Gemini. 2025 is requiring you to focus on you. Yes, honey, I know you like to be in everybody else's business. You're always in someone's tea. No shade. You know, I got placements in Gemini. But this year is truly requiring you to slow down, withdraw from the crowd, and focus in on the sound. Some of you are clairaudient. Very clear message. Some of you are very clairaudient. Hey, Kanye. And some of you also get your messages through music, you know? You may create music, you may write music, you may draw. And some of you are just like hiding behind this mask. Like you've been living this life that's like humdrum, dumb, boring. When, you know, oh, honey, getting some downloads. Okay. Oh, there's a lot going on in your life this year, Gemini, and you're hiding and you're avoiding confronting it. Mainly it's because you're avoiding the creativity within yourself. All right. You've got so many talents. Some of you are very psychic and intuitive and spiritual like myself. You need to email me, okay, at iambobbyhiller@gmail.com. Let's sit down and do a reading on your gifts and how to better train them, because you're getting a lot of downloads this year, honey. You're getting a lot of intuitive information. It's coming through your creativity. Some of you are artists and you're doing music. Okay. Um, you're just getting a lot of information and a lot of experiences are overwhelming you. And so you need a good place to dump that information, because here's what's going to happen, Gemini. Okay. Bobby Hiller said it first. Okay. You're going to find that you're living this boring life or this humdrum life. Okay. Maybe you have this job that you've been working and it's not really what's speaking to your soul, what's speaking to your spirit, what's speaking to your creativity. Because of that, you're rebelling in the nighttime, honey. You're going out at night, you're doing risky things. Okay. It's like your soul is trying to get you to wake up. Okay. Your soul and your spirit is like, look, baby, this is not the life that we signed up for. You gypped us here. Okay, you done got us here on this planet. Okay, you done put us behind this job, this lifestyle that is not authentic or true. This is your spirit, honey. Your spirit is talking to you. Okay. And now I'm acting out. Now I'm acting up. Okay. Now I'm popping out and showing out. Hey, Kendrick. Okay. Kendrick, you need to get from behind that mask. Okay. Because like I said, Kendrick, and I've been talking to you for a while now in my readings, because I feel like you watching. Somebody on your team is watching me. Okay. And I haven't missed yet, honey. I haven't missed yet. All right. But Kendrick, if you want a reading, you just need to book one. Okay. All right. Prices don't change for celebrities. I'm a real one. Prices don't change for celebrities. Okay. You can afford it. But Kendrick's short and sweet. There's more for you to be doing outside of like rapping. Rapping is like low level for you at this point. You are supposed to be creating, and you're living behind this persona of this rapper, this artist, and it's just like getting boring to you. So I've been predicting for a while that you're going to step into a different lane that is more into where God wants you to be. I'm thinking creating like real art, not just rap songs. You know, you're a real artist, like real, for real, for real. One of the greatest of all time. Will go down as the greatest of all time. All right. There's more for you. There's a revolution that you need to step into. Okay. Gemini, like I said, there's a lot going on for you this year, and you need to take the time out to take the time out. Take the time out to take a time out, Gemini. This year in 2025, it's very important that you get from behind your mask. Give yourself a pass to take off the mask. Now we're moving on to my lovely, lovely Cancers, my baby Cancers. I really need to stress to you that 2025, we need to focus on the nervous system. Okay? Get a meditative routine together. Get you a prayer routine together. Get your breathing exercises together. Take the time out to get outdoors. I'm stressing this to you. There's an importance around this. All right. Get into the nature. Get into nature, Cancer, because there's going to be a ton of distractions this year and outside noise. And you want to be able to get outside and get outdoors and take in fresh air. The fresh air, okay? Cancers, also get your lungs checked, okay? If you're up at that point where you need to get a pap smear, go get a pap smear. If you're up at the point where you are in your 40s, if you're a Cancer in your 40s, go get your breasts, like a not breast augmentation. If you're thinking about getting your breasts done, baby, do you believe that God made a mistake on you? There's that. Honey. God made no mistakes on you. Your breasts are fine, okay? Because what you'll find out is that I'm predicting there's going to be a lot of like issues with breast augmentations this year, where we're going to start to see a lot of people get their refunds for their boobs. Okay, and if that applies to you, um, sweetie, I think maybe you should go see your doctor. Also, breast cancer could be a theme for a lot of cancers, so make sure you're getting your breasts checked if you're at that age. And if it runs into your family, if you need to get it a little bit younger, like as early as, excuse me, oh my gosh, confirmations. Whenever I'm burping, those are confirmations. As early as 20. If you know, you know. If you know personally that breast cancer runs into your family, you need to go get your breast cancer, get that checked immediately. Okay, now back to cancers in general. If you find that you are in circumstances where your external environment is distracting you, okay, my cancer men, if women are distracting you this year, you need to take time out, go on a spiritual retreat, honey. Honey, get away from the women's, okay? Maybe you need to do some celibacy, okay? And if you date women and you're a woman, applies to you too, all right? Take your time out to get to know yourself, all right? Cancers, take the time out to tap in and to get still, okay? Because what you'll reveal is that a lot of the issues that you're dealing with, I'm feeling like a lot of cancers are dealing with anxiety, is it's hereditary. It's coming from your family. It's a generational curse that needs to be broken, all right? And it's rooted in insecurity and self-confidence, lacking the ability to see possibility for yourself, lacking the ability to see manifestations for yourself. You know, you got these dreams that you want to accomplish, but you're doing it wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I know some of y'all got this business plan together and you got it right, but you need to slow down so that God can speak to you and edify this business plan, so that God can speak to you and point you in the right direction. Because you could be moving, you know, like the Israelites, they were just moving, you know, moving in 40 years. It took them forever to get to their destination when it could have really took them a short amount of time, you know? And so that's the thing. You need to take the time to slow down, breathe, so that you can hear and move in the right direction. Okay. All right. God bless you, Cancer. Okay, moving on. Now, Cancer's had a little bit of hate and some outside influence going on in their readings. Now, Leos, for you, things are releasing. We're walking into 2025 with a feeling of weight being off your shoulders. Okay, removing blockages that were in the way, and it feels good. Okay, it feels good, and it's really because you're speaking up for yourself. You're maintaining peace within your environment, and that is just a blessing for you. Oh, I feel so good. This energy feels great, Leos. All right, so for Leos, for you in 2025, create. All right, creation is a theme for you. And for a lot of Leos, I have to say this, 2025 is going to be the year for you where you birth something new. Okay, a lot of you are going to be birthing a child. A lot of Leos are going to be having babies this year. Congratulations, Mazel Tov. Okay, and it's very clear. Bob the Healer is seeing this very, very, very clear. A lot of Leos are having children. All right, if you're in your 30s, you're going to be planning children, having kids, creating, birthing something new. And that's the theme for you, Leos. I really don't have anything bad to report. This year is about optimizing your creative abilities, putting yourself in environments that give you peace so that you can create at your optimum energy levels. High frequency art, Leos, high frequency art. Art that really gets the people going, art that really transforms your environment, art that really offers people something fantastic, okay? And so, Leos, you need to just pay attention to your inner child. What environment does your inner child need to feel the most optimum? Eliminate distractions, eliminate noise, and focus in on how you want to show up for your art. Some of you are painters and creators and artists, like literally you draw. Some of you are fashion designers, editors, um, models. whatever art it is, that's really what it is, Leos, is you need to explore your artistic talents and abilities. Every Leo that is watching this has an artistic talent and ability. And if you're like, oh, no, no, I don't, you're lying to yourself. Go sit down, speak with your inner child, and say, what was it that I loved to do as a kid that somewhere down the line people told me I wasn't good at or I didn't care about? Some of my Leos were dancers. Yeah, honey, he was a dancer as a little girl, as a little boy, okay? A gymnast. Go get a dance class, honey. Now is the time. There's so much noise. Let's edit this part out, Sean. Now is the time, Leo, to embrace your creativity and to explore the foundation of where it started. Okay. And start editing out unnecessary activities that don't make you feel childlike, that don't embrace your creativity. Leos, I also feel like I said, you're going to be, some of y'all are getting pregnant soon. Okay. So take care of your body, prepare your body for childhood and for creating life. Just like you're preparing your environment for creating a project or creating art, do the same thing for creating life. Okay. Some of you guys are going to be nesting. I give it in like 9 months. Some of y'all going to be pregnant. Yeah. In about 9 months, by the end of the year, in about 9 months, most Leos are going to be conceiving. Most Leos are going to be looking for, they're going to be in a relationship with their mate, with their spouse. It's because Leos, you're looking phenomenal right now. Okay. You're looking delicious. You're looking like somebody's wife. You're looking like somebody's husband. Okay. And, you're very fertile. Leos are very fertile right now. Leo men are really focused on their legacy. They're really focused on creating with someone that they find attractive and feel stable with. Leo, surround yourself with beauty. This is all a part of like elevating your environment. Get you some roses in your home, honey. Put some roses in your home. 2025 is all about abundance for Leos. It's all about creativity for Leos. It's all about ambiance for Leos. Okay. Create the ambiance of creativity and you will create in a high vibration, Leos. All right. Like I said, I'm definitely seeing children for Leos. I cannot, oh my goodness, I cannot. Oh my goodness, I cannot say that enough. Children and Leos are going hand in hand. Also, involving yourself, doing some humanitarian work with children would be great for Leos this year. Yeah, Leos, I can't say anything bad. Definitely seeing pregnancy. I can't even, oh my gosh. Virgos. Now, Virgos, it's all about having a higher perspective this year for you. You need to be in touch with your emotions. Your emotions have been out of whack. You haven't really been tapping in with spirit. And, one, you're not drinking enough water. Two, you've been allowing things that you're seeing in your environment to affect your aura and your light. You know, and 2025 is all about raising your perspective on everything, on your life, on circumstances, on your career, baby, on your career. Is this mic on? On your career. Okay, you got to raise your perspective so that you can see beyond the clouds, see beyond the gray, see beyond the circumstances. Okay, and what you'll see throughout the year as you gradually move throughout the year, Virgo, is that some of the things that you saw in the past are actually predicting the future. This is why God wants you to be in a higher perspective. Because if what you're seeing is becoming your reality, we want good things for your reality, right? So 2025 is really working on how you see and perceive things, getting more in touch and harmony with your emotions. Hey, using music to raise your vibration. Come on now. Hey, 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 hey. And tapping in with your intuition, honey. The more you connect with your emotions, the greater and stronger your intuition becomes. And I know that's hard for you as an earth sign, but the opposite of your sign is Pisces, right? So I'm asking you, and you might be dating a Pisces or have Pisces placements. I'm asking you to tap in with that water energy. Stop being afraid to be afraid, honey. Because some of y'all, you're like, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. You're going through these battles through this year, or you're going through these experiences through this year that you're seeing in your circumstances, and they are bothering you, honey. They're frightening you for some of y'all. All right. But we can rise above these circumstances by shifting our perspective, by changing our point of view, you know? One of my favorite Virgos is the hood healer, honey. And she always says that a problem is only a perspective, honey. Okay, and so you got these problems in your life and you need to change your perspective on them and you'll see the shift happening. Okay, so like I said, Virgos, as you move throughout this year, as you shift your perspective, you'll see these obstacles being removed. You'll see problems having solutions and you'll start to see you rise. Because Virgos, what God is trying to shape you up to be is a leader. Yes, as a spiritual divine leader. So that when other people are going through circumstances that are similar to what you've been through, they can look to you for the truth. Okay, not some watered down, okay, some dry answer of, oh, you just got to keep the faith strong. Oh, you just got to keep going. No, no, no. Virgo, they need you to really tap into your emotions, honey. They need you to be like, I went through homelessness, honey. I went through lack of faith, honey. I've been through the trenches, honey. I've been through some troubling experiences, but God brought me through. God knew what to do with a queen like me. God knew how to raise me up from a place of hell. Okay. God showed me and brought me out. Okay. They need a motivator. They need an educator. They need a leader. And God cannot use somebody who's staking the phone. You got to tap into your emotions and really connect to the experiences that you're going through, not just for you, but for what God is showing through your life. Okay. All right. Libras. My lovely, lovely Libras, here's what's going on for you in 2025. All right. Your report, your checkup is all about getting over superficiality. Now, this is something that I've been talking to Libras about for a long time. It's like what you're looking for this year, you will find you don't really want. I think you should wait to create your goals. Libra, I think you should wait to create your goals during Aries season. Okay, so late March to April. That's intuitively what I'm feeling. You don't have to trust me, but listen to Bobby Hiller. I'm telling you, because this video you're gonna come back to and be like, wow, she was so spot on. All right, because it's about timing, Libra. It's about timing, and your timing is off. You're not listening to spirit. Okay. And this is one of your shadow things, is like you like to move to the beat of your own drum and you're kind of impulsive sometimes. That's that quick air energy. And you got to slow down and have balance. And your goals are really ungrounded, they're a little shaky. You're afraid to look at some of your inadequacies, Libra. You don't like to work hard, you like to do things the shortcut way. And what is required to really gain stability in your career, in your love life, in your relationship with spirit is eye-opening moments. And those moments haven't came to you yet. And when they come to you, you're going to have these epiphany moments that are going to put you on the right track to where you really want to go. But there's some things you're not seeing. There's some things that you're not seeing that you have to embrace about yourself, Libra. You know, there's some trauma that you haven't healed from, Libra, that is causing you to create a lot of these goals. And so these eye-opening moments are like trauma breaking. You'll be able to be released from these chains of trying to prove yourself to other people. Yeah, Bob is reading, honey. I'm reading right now. I'm hitting some things. And so, Libra, your goals have been manifested and created out of proving other people wrong. So by the time that you get there, okay, you prove people wrong. Now what? Now what? So what? Now what? So what? Now what, Libra? So by Aries season, you'll realize that and you'll be able to give yourself some type of stability so that you can really accomplish and grow. The more you know, the more you grow. And some of you Libras are not prepared. You need to do more studying, more educating, especially if this is around your home or your business, or how if you're trying to start a home business. To some of my Libras, you need to slow down and educate yourself on the process, okay? Because some of y'all are trying to like compete. Maybe you lost a job last year, you're trying to like one up. You're like, you know, I'm gonna show them, I'm gonna show my boss that I got this. Okay, maybe you was working for somebody else and you know you was their go-to person and you handled everything. I mean, you handled it all. But there's a reason why you was assistant. There's a reason why you was playing that position, because spirit still wanted you to learn some things. So take your time to learn and educate yourself and sharpen your tools so that when the right opportunity presents yourself, you're grounded in the right knowledge and the right wisdom to see it through. You know, you could take some notes from Aries right now. I feel like you could go watch an Aries reading. You could be dealing with Aries. Okay, and Aries is getting grounded, maybe a little too grounded. You are floating up in the butterflies and you know, stinging like the bees. You know, you over here getting mad at other people because they're really in their bag and they're really focused on their business and they're really focused on grounding their energy. And these are the things you don't want to look and work on. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to take the shortcut. All right. Yeah, you may have some coworkers that you're working with, and you're like, how are they getting the promotion and I'm not getting the promotion? Honey, because they're willing to put in the work. And you want the superficial accolades. You don't want to actually work for the prize. And what you'll recognize is that even if you would have got there halfway, you wouldn't have appreciated it fully. I said, even if you would have got there halfway, you wouldn't have appreciated it fully. And so, Libra, that's your lesson this year, is to focus on some of the things, some of the traumas that you've been avoiding that are keeping you from your blessing, and to ground your energy in love. Okay, give yourself the love and the time. Be patient with yourself to build your empire. Be patient with yourself to ground yourself. Be patient with yourself as you go through these triggering moments. Just be patient with yourself. All right? Don't get obsessive and start overworking and overdoing things to try to overcompensate and prove yourself and other people wrong. No, give yourself the compassion to say, you know what? I deserve to build this. And nothing was built overnight. And that if I build it overnight, it'll fall overnight. All right. To Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. This year for you is about speaking your truth, honey. You have to honor your truth. Scorpio, you have to honor your truth. You have to stand in your truth. You have to be the truth. You have to walk in truth. All right. Or else. Okay. Or else. All right. Or else. When you're not operating how God designed you to be, you start to dysfunction. You start to malfunction. Okay. You start to tweak out. Start to tweak out. And Scorpio, you're tweaking out. because you're not showing up in your truth. And 2025 is requiring you to really work on your inner child and to allow your inner child to embrace itself and to stand out. Scorpio, you were designed to know the truth and seek the truth. Stop hiding from the truth. Stop hiding from your truth. A lot of people, Scorpio, have been waiting on you. A lot of people have been waiting on you, Scorpio, to be authentic. A lot of people have been waiting on you to do what you normally do, and you're not showing up. Drake, Drake, you need to show up in your light, and you need to step into your authority and know who you are. Like I said, Drake, you need to call me. You need to call your girl. Okay? Because when you speak your truth and you use the tools that God gave you to be who you're supposed to be and operate in how God told you to operate, Scorpio, you're operating like a coward. I'm gonna be straight up with you because I love you, and I'm a Scorpio moon, and I gotta say the truth, honey. I gotta say the truth, or I'm not doing what I do. Okay, and that's what I'm saying, Scorpio. You're not doing how you do best, and you're not a coward. I ain't never known no Scorpio to be no punk. I ain't never known no Scorpio to allow other people around them to bully them into a different perspective. When Scorpio, you know the truth. You know what you've revealed. You know how you get down. And here's the thing, Scorpio, a lot of your truths are going to be revealed this year. A lot of the things that you already knew are going to come out this year. And it is best if you just honor God by honoring your truth. Scorpio, honor God by honoring your truth, by operating in your light, by standing in your truth. Okay, because what you'll find is if you don't, the or else part will be God sending the truth to someone else. And then you are no longer useful to God. That's just let me be honest to you, okay? If God gives you a message to share, Scorpio, and you've been holding your tongue, God's gonna give someone else that message and glorify their platform while you're over there looking like, oh, I knew I should have said something. I knew I should have said something. So you need to step in your truth. And your inner child is expecting you, looking to you to be the one to speak their truth. And if you don't, it's going to eat at you internally. Like I said, you'll be tweaking out. You'll be walking around looking like, what is wrong with Scorpio? Why are they looking like that? Okay, you're going to be losing weight. You're going to be feeling insecure, not able to operate in your highest integrity because you're not living your authenticity. You're not, opportunities are not coming to you because you're not being authentic. I'm seeing like a lot of stomach issues for Scorpio too, because you'll start to internalize. Because what you're doing is you're rejecting yourself, Scorpio. You're rejecting your essence by not speaking your truth. And so you're swallowing it down. I'm seeing fifth chakra blockages. You listen. I am clear I'm clairsentient, y'all. So I feel everything. And I just feel like your throat chakra is blocked. I feel like, oof, yeah, sinus issues. And Scorpio, you got haters watching your moves, trying to see how you're going to handle this, how you're going to deal with um, circumstances that come your way. And here's the thing, Scorpio. I understand why. I totally get why 2025 has pushed you into like a challenge to speak your truth because you haven't been living in your authenticity. And it's because your environment has been kind of forcing you to be like closed off. But 2024 is going to give you many opportunities to speak your truth and it's imperative that you speak up for your inner child, baby. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius, you are moving into a position of self love in 2025. The focus is on the self, all right? Needing to tap into the self and be a walking representation of love, okay? You're going to be standing out a lot for the way that you treat yourself this year and, you know, how you navigate the tricky waters. Taking yourself on a vacation would be great, vacation by the beach, okay? Um, Learning how to explore different aspects, different sides of yourself without the need to plan things, you know, like just kind of going with the flow, you know, like, you know what? Say la vie. What is, okay? And you're going to be teaching a lot of people how to just live in the moment, vibrate high, and not be afraid of what could come to them. You know, high vibrations is what I'm getting for Sagittarius for 2025. All right. It's like you're peering out and seeing what God can give to you, what blessings God can give to you. You know, maybe there are opportunities that just come to you right at the right moment, and you're like, only God could do that. Only God could do that for me this year. All right. And write down this wisdom. Sagittarius, I really think you need to get a journal, a digital journal or a physical journal, and start writing down some of these prophetic experiences that you're going through. These experiences to really shift your perspective. Okay. I would highly recommend getting that journal. There are going to be circumstances in your life this year that are going to cause you to take a break. Okay. And you can either create these breaks by knowing that these moments are coming up, by looking at your exhaustion levels and deciding on your own to take a vacation, or these breaks will come at your lowest energy levels and it will force you to take a break. And what you'll notice during these breaks, honey, okay, for the Sagittarius that are watching that I know, clock me, write this down. What you'll notice during these breaks is a ton of downloads. And it's very important that you write down these downloads because you'll forget them by the time you need to actually put those plans into action. All right. And what you'll find is during these breaks, Sagittarius, you'll be initiated into opportunities, like I said, that only God could bless you in. And it's requiring you to take a higher perspective, to go up higher. All right. There's going to be problems that present themselves into your life this year, and you're going to try to solve them in ways that you've always solved them, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Bob the Healer is here to report to you. You need to slow down. You need the time to take a break so that you can get the right information to make the right decisions. And right when you think that you're going to have to settle for something less or something expensive, God provides the right opportunity in front of you. Okay, when it comes to your finances this year, Sagittarius, you have the resources at your disposal. You just need to get creative. If there's something that you need, Sagittarius, if there's something that you need and you don't have the finances for, you're lying to yourself. God has already put the resources in your sphere. You just have to go higher up. Okay. You just got to be patient enough to see it through. Okay. God wouldn't have brought you this far to not to bring the resources to you, Sagittarius. The resources are on the way to you, honey. You just have to slow down and have faith. Strengthen your faith this year, Sagittarius, and you will start to see that the solution was already there exactly when the problem presented itself. Okay. Ooh. The solution was already there even when the problem was in the sphere. So there's no reason to fear. You just got to go higher, honey. You got to go to the next level. Where you're at, you can't get what you need. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you need. It just means you got to take it up a notch. It means you just got to go to a higher level. Where you're looking is in the low level, honey. You're in the lobby. You need to take yourself to the next floor, to the higher ups. Okay. And so what you'll see, Sagittarius, is that you're getting better positions in your career. Your finances are starting to shift the higher up you go. Okay. Some of you guys are climbing up the corporate ladder. You're sitting in some boardrooms, you're sitting at some tables with individuals you never thought you would. Okay, praise God. All right. Some of y'all are booking a reading with Bob the Healer, and it's taking you to the next level. Yes, because the personal reading will definitely help you, honey. It'll help you get clear on what you really need. All right. Make sure you subscribe. You are moving into a position of spiritual leadership, of spiritual wisdom. 2025, okay, and 24, you're walking out of some experiences that weren't nurturing to you. 2025 is the time that you're going to be taking to really mother yourself, okay, to nurture yourself. And here's the thing, Capricorn, you're going to meet someone who is going to be a teacher for you this year in 2025. Okay, this could be an older woman. This could be someone wise that you look up to, that you've been watching their steps, watching, kind of formulating your goals around their life and how they've kind of accomplished their goals. This could be your own mother. Okay, you may have looked at your mother and her path and how she shaped her life, and went after how she mothered her children. Maybe you're stepping into the mother role. Maybe you are already a mom. And for some of you, unfortunately, your mother has passed away. And this year is requiring you to kind of tap into some of that wisdom that she gave you as a child. There was a lot of things your mother was trying to protect you from, Capricorn, and you didn't see that. And I'm sorry if some of you are experiencing this year that your mother has passed. I'm sorry for your loss, truly, honestly. And I hope I'm not the first one to tell you that. There's going to be wisdom. Wisdom is the thing for you in 2025. Wisdom in your choices. Decisions that you make are going to align you to the wisest path, Capricorn. It's the choices that you make that reflect your wisdom this year. I said it's the choices that you make. Capricorn, it's the choices that you make that put you in alignment. Oh my God. Clip this out, Sean. Capricorn, there are going to be opportunities for you to make choices that align with your highest wisdom. Don't fold. Protect your wisdom. Okay? Don't give your wisdom around to people who are going to squander it, who are going to just throw it away. You know who I'm talking about. Okay? Sometimes you've been a teacher to the people around you. Okay, some people you've been trying to help them get their money together. Okay, help them buy a house. Okay, help them get their stability together, and they're just making unwise decisions every time you help them. Some people like to rush the process, Capricorn, and you're in it for the long term. You're in it from the long haul. And so the message is make decisions from your wisdom, Capricorn. And when you don't know how to show up, when you don't know what decision to make, God will bring or usher in someone who's designed to align with your path and your purpose to help you make the wisest decision. Like I said, Capricorns have a spiritual teacher coming in to show them how to step up to the level that God is requiring them to. And some of the women in your life, some of the matriarchs in your life are going to be guiding lights for you and showing you how to protect that wisdom and nurture the growth within you. Okay. And it's going to feel real easy, real light. They're going to have the tools and the resources for you to go to that next level, to continue your journey. So don't be afraid to receive help, Capricorn, because I know you don't like to, honey, you don't like to you don't like to receive help. You always feel like you got it figured out, like you have everything you need right there. And it's like God wants you to depend on him, depend on her, honey. To Aquarius. Aquarius, it's time to surrender. It's time to release. Okay, there's been things you've been holding on to. There's been things that you need to release into the atmosphere. Some of my Aquariuses have content, body of work. Okay, some of my Aquariuses I'm talking to are rappers. Okay, J. Cole, you got some, content that you've been holding on to for the last 2 years that you need to let go. Okay, you need to release that album, release that mixtape. Okay, release that body of work. Okay, you know, the J. Cole that first started in this rap game used to go by like the Poet or something like that. The Alchemist, bruh, the Alchemist, something like that. Clock me on it. The Poet, the Alchemist, something like that. And you got music from back then that you need to release that your, fans like me will love. But to all my Aquariuses, you have content that you need to release that you've been holding on to. And Bobby knowing. Bobby knowing. Don't play with me. And it's been eating you up inside. 2025 is the year of release. Release that music, release that content, release the trauma that has been weighing you down. You've got this dark energy that's kind of lurking around because it wants to be released this year. There's messages in the music, Aquarius. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius as well. But there's message in the madness, Aquarius. There's a lot of madness that's happening around you, but you're getting intuitive downloads from that experience. And you need to share these messages with the collective because things are shifting and you're on the cutting edge of innovation. You are. And you holding back, it's like God is giving you the tools to share with the community and you're holding back. It's giving Scorpio energy. You should watch the Scorpio. You could have Scorpio placements as well, or you're dealing with the Scorpio. You're getting a lot of people's energy, Aquarius, that's affecting your message. All right? It's affecting your art. When you really just want to release it, you just want it to come out. Oh, J. Cole could have a song with Drake or something, or they could have music together and he's trying to get it to release, but there's like a blockage that's coming out because there's too much drama around the situation. That's just a download. I'm channeling a lot of artists. Whoever's watching this is an artist, and you are withholding good music, good content, actual physical art. And you need to release it this year. Because you're standing on a gold mine, honey. You're standing on a gold mine. And I also feel like, Aquarius, your love life will require you to release some relationships that are no longer in alignment with you. Some people are just no longer a part of your story anymore. The poetry is just not sweet. It's turned bitter. It's turned sour. And it's because you're resenting these people. It's like you're holding on to these relationships that you know are out of alignment with you. And it's like, instead of saying that, instead of just walking away, you're creating this energy of bitterness and it's a demonic energy, to be quite honest. It's a demonic energy that's like, Aquarius, I feel like you're struggling with perfectionism. That's why you're not releasing this content. You're struggling with creativity because you're struggling with perfectionism. It's like you're blocking yourself from releasing things. External environments, external people are blocking you from releasing things. And Also, like I said, these relationships you need to let go of that are not in alignment with you anymore. Some of you, it's your job. You need to be able to fly. You need to be able to explore. All right. Aquariuses are meant to have freedom. Freedom is your divine purpose this year and all the time. But there's a balance between freedom and discipline. And so, Aquarius, that's your theme, is like learning how to release things so God can give you more and so that you can be more stable and grounded. When you're carrying too much to the level that God is taking you to, you start to get weighed down. You start to get blocked in your creativity. It's like, oh my gosh, maybe you should watch the Leo reading. Take some notes from Leo. Or maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're taking too many notes from outside experiences, outside people, and that's keeping you from your natural creativity. Work on who you are, show up as who you are, release other people's expectations, release these expectations you may have placed on yourself to be perfect. You know, J. Cole, I feel like you're trying to be the old J. Cole. When that J. Cole hasn't seen the things that this J. Cole has been through. And that's also for you, Aquarius. You're trying to create art in the old ways that you used to do, and it's not going to work. Some of you are writers, you're public speakers, and you need to get back into doing that because it allows you to release your emotions. It allows you the freedom to just let things go. So yeah, Aquarius, my advice for Aquarius is this year is to release what's weighing you down. To walk into a year of feeling light and free from burdens. All right, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Pisces, I think for you this year in 2025, we're recognizing that the end is just a new beginning. Okay. You may notice, even starting now from this video, that there's a lot of endings happening in your life. Okay. Um, there may be some obstacles you face this year. You may have to walk away from some people, some relationships, and some places because they no longer serve where God is taking you. And the objective is not to be distraught, okay? The objective is not to be dismayed in 2025, Pisces. The objective is to get excited about where opportunities can bring you. You know, when there's nothing weighing us down and when we've released everything that was holding us back, we get this free spirit to explore more. And there is doors being opening to you. There's an adventure that's waiting and has been calling you, Pisces, for some years now. All right. And so 2025 is giving you the opportunity. It's closing doors and opening new ones. Okay. In relationships, in your career, in your love life, it's closing doors so that you can explore. So you can rise above these circumstances. Because can I be honest, Pisces? Some of these environments that you are putting yourself in were creating a huge disturbance to your mental health. Okay, it was creating a lot of mental chatter and confusion. It was creating a lot of mental chatter and confusion, a lot of mental dialogue. All right. And in 2025, I see you rising above that miraculously. Okay. You know, one month you may be going through it. Next month you're baby, you're glowing and you're flowing and you're flying. And it's like, what happened to Pisces? They was just down in the dumps and now they're at the best energy they've ever been at. And it's because you said no. You're leaving people out. You're walking away from toxic environments. You're blocking people from accessing your energy. You're letting people know this is how it's going to go in my life. You're walking into a confident version of you, Pisces, that I'm very, very proud of. You're being confident in your walk with spirit, okay? And because of that, God can take you to the next level. God can take you to the next level, to a higher level that is intuitive, that soars, that flies with discernment. You know, your gifts have been dormant, Pisces, and it's because your lack of confidence. Confidence in where God can take you and confidence in your own ability. You know what I'm talking about. Bobby knowing. And now we're getting to this point where you're no longer holding yourself back by self-depreciation, and you're no longer allowing other people to sabotage your success. 2025 Pisces is birthing a new confident you. I'm so excited for you, Pisces. God bless, and make sure you sign up for my newsletter and hit that subscribe button on YouTube.